Hello everyone and welcome back to Control. At this point I'm on another place than where I want to start the episode, so we're going back a little bit in time and I'll give you from where we take control over the office, which is some kind of an illusion. The reason why I'm doing that is because that battle I did before that office scene, that took too long time, and yeah, that filled up a whole episode in my opinion. So yeah, this is the final episode of Control. Here we go. Yeah, it's just here. So, okay, so just to come with a short explanation, we have just got out of that illusion where we were the assistant to the director, but we are still living in some kind of an illusion, I think, and need to find Darling's office, probably to break the whole illusion thing.
I can't feel you. I can't. This is what Dylan wanted all along. But there is something. I can feel it, but I don't know what. The motel is a place of power, of change, a place to pass through, connecting everything. This is a dream inside my head. Why shouldn't it take me anywhere I want to go?
He's sort of right.
Really? Grow brighter around one constant. They revolve. Hedron is dead, but you're alive here in me. Maybe Hedron put you in our heads when we met her. Maybe you were always there. And she was just trying to teach me how to trigger you. Maybe I'll never understand. Maybe I don't need to. Trench was the first to be corrupted by the hiss. Slowly, over the years. His need for control only made it worse. It was Trench who took the projector to the nostalgia department. He opened the door to the hiss. Just like that. With Hedron dead, the hiss tried to corrupt me too. But I'm stronger than them. We're stronger. They're waiting. They'll try to stop us.
So, from here we go downwards, I think.
Bad dream.
We have to watch out for those ear stuff.
She convinced herself that
Yes,
she was
okay.
awake. She's always been stubborn. I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake
Go
her
down.
up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her
Oh god.
eyelids
Ow.
to make her see. To save her.
Oh fuck. We're dead. Okay. Just sending a quick message here. So,
My
I
sister
have
had
done
this
some
dream.
research on this. Oh god.
The whole world
We're
was
so
dreaming with
dead.
her.
Dylan?
She convinced herself that she was awake. She's always been
Thing is,
stubborn.
oh god. Ow.
I knew I had to end her dream. I had to wake her up. I had to rip down the poster she'd been staring at. Cut off her eyelids to make her see. To save her.
Okay. Okay. Gosh. Come on. Get up. You're getting there. Here it is.
I know he's still there somewhere. Locked inside. I know, because that's how it was for me.
Yeah. And we're dead. Hopefully we don't have to go through that labyrinth again. Because that was not easy without losing a little bit of health. Now that we are on full health, it should be possible. Yep, get up here. Oh god. That was not the wisest choice. Something tells me I'm going to struggle with this battle too, but hopefully not as much as I've done with past battles. You remember the one I did last time? It's very tempting to just stay up here. Come on. Do it easy for me, please. And from, oh god, hi! They are just going to keep coming back. Until, oh god. Fuck! Where the hell is he? Oh yes, now it's simpler. Okay. Fuck. Oh my god. Annie, if you have to start the whole thing again. Yippee. Oh, you so have to. Or not. Just testing out a theory here. Damn. Come on. Oh shit. This is never going to end. Where are you, Betty? Thank you. Come on, game. Fuck. No way that I'm going back there. sorry if I'm awfully quiet at the moment, but trying to survive. And it's not that easy. Oh god. Okay, breathe, Annie. Please breathe. Take a break here. And then you go here. Soon there.
Dylan's in a coma. I don't know if there's anything of him left in there. If he'll ever find his way back. The portal's been closed, but the hiss is still in the oldest house. And the lockdown can't be lifted as long as any trace of it remains. I'm working on a solution with my management team, but there is still a long road ahead. I'm the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. We're in this together. You and I.
That was Control, the main story. This game has been a joyride as no other, and the last trophy was Take Control. Yeah, I've really enjoyed this game. That's how I've survived to, or that's why I have been determined to go through all the battles, even how long time it has taken. Some of those battles, you know, the battle last time took about 3 hours for me to finish, because there was so much happening, and when you thought you were done, then suddenly something else came up So yeah, it has been a really interesting game and really challenging game. Not in the same way as a Soul game, but a challenging game that in that way that you never know when new guards or new stuff might appear. So yeah, this is also a very strange game in some way, because all the changing environments and all, yeah, those different types of monsters, all those types of illusions. I call them illusions because, yeah, there is, yeah, different types of worlds and so on, and I guess that is some kind of illusions. So yeah, it's not that easy to actually get a hand on what this game is all about. Yes, it's about being a director of firm or organization that deals with supernatural stuff. But what is reality in this and what is not reality and so on? I think that is actually some questions you could ask yourself in this, because some of this stuff has been completely bonkers, some of this stuff has been for real, of course. So yeah. You know, I love those games where things goes over to madness and the totally crazy stuff. So this game was totally in my alley. So yeah, I guess before I start to talk too much more, I should end it here, and yeah, just show you the little last part here. You are the director of the Federal Bureau of Control. The crisis is not over. Your work is not done. And I guess it's from here all the DLCs will start.
Shawshank Redemption.
And
that's the name of the movie I was thinking of earlier. Not important, but that
I got a tip that I should head into where our dear friend Pope is. Wherever that is. And we are clearly the boss of no one, since no one is sitting at their desk.
I found a file on the old director, Northmore. Didn't list anything at that.
But yeah, we should speak to Pope.
Jesse, good to see you. We've got Dylan situated in his containment cell like you asked. I've got medical staff running tests as we speak, and I'd be happy to walk you through the details later. Other than that, what's next?
With the slide projector turned off, the hiss are shut out, but we're stuck with the ones already here. We can't lift the lockdown until they're all eradicated. If any hiss ever got out, that would be the end of everything.
Well, eliminating them all will take time. Look, I'll do what I can on my end, but my research is progressing slower than I'd like.
I think I can help with that. I am making you the head of research, effective immediately. I want you to use everything the Bureau has, every resource, every confidential scrap of data, and find a way to keep the hiss out for good.
That's... really? I mean, yes, I can certainly... Yes! Yes, I accept.
You'll do great. Besides, I didn't really have anyone else lined up.
I'm honored,
That's
Jesse, really.
kind of hard.
Thank you.
Just to say, I really had no one else lined up. You should rather say that's you're my first choice
he was
instead.
into showed up in containment near the turntable.
I'll take care of it. That thing's not getting away this time.
I've heard reports about his particular use of language and intonation when repeating the hiss babbling. The biological and behavioral distinctions between different hiss-corrupted individuals is truly fascinating. I wonder if I could categorize the data.
And she's already off on her own thing.
New mission, Mr. Tomasi.
How do you feel about me taking over as director?
You act like it just happened. You've been director since we first met, remember? I'm still thrilled. Nothing's changed. Not for me. But the Bureau has changed. Trench and Darling are gone. Their knowledge, anything not written down, disappeared with them. They knew the Bureau better than anyone.
They're the Bureau's past, Emily. We won't operate like they did. We'll learn from their mistakes. We'll be better than they ever were. We won't ever be like them. When the hiss got into my head, I saw some weird things. I think Darling even spoke to me. Does that make any sense to you?
Empirically, no, but phantom voices as well as hallucinatory states are not uncommon here. And considering the forces that Dr. Darling was working with, he could have been transferred to a different plane of consciousness, physically or otherwise.
And that doesn't upset you?
Oh, very. And the fact that he hid those forces from me, it's infuriating. But Darling's dream was always to look beyond our reality. This time he may have taken a step too far, but as long as his consciousness can perceive his surroundings, I'm sure he's loving it.
Maybe Darling was just trying to protect you from the darker side of his work.
Maybe.
Fuck that. I'm not a child. Like, don't just assume I'm going to consider something morally repugnant.
I love her character.
Which it all was.
I mean,
of course.
Pope.
How was Dylan?
The same. I can't detect any his activity, but his physiology has certainly been altered by it. And I can't tell if his brain activity is genuine or simply the aftermath of the hiss, like spasms. Dylan could wake up tomorrow for all I know. I really can't say.
Then I just have to wait for him. That's fair. He waited a long time for me.
But don't worry. We'll be monitoring him round the clock. If he wakes up, we'll be ready. I don't mean that in a hostile way, just... well, you know.
I hear you. My brother isn't exactly popular around here. I hope one day he'll have the chance to change that. So, there was a moment after Hedron died that I couldn't feel my powers. The hiss got into my head. Just for a moment.
So that explains the HRA outage. Before we knew what was happening, the hiss had us. They were in my head. I saw terrible things. I mean, I was about to go under forever when the hiss was pushed back. The HRAs had come back on. Dylan vanished afterwards, and we fought off the hiss that came after him. So if Hedron's death knocked out the HRAs, that means there must be a new local source for them to relay, which I'm guessing must be...
me.
You.
Mm-hmm.
Hedron is dead, assuming that word even applies to a resonant-based life form. But whatever it awakened in you, the power you call Polaris, is still active. Or at least, that's what my instruments are telling me.
I don't think we're ever gonna understand all of this. And I'm okay with that. I'm just glad you're here with me. That's good to know. Thanks, Emily.
And that's also what I think with this game. There is too much that we don't understand with this game, and or the plot, and what this power is, what Polaris is, what sort of Jesse and Dylan is in the middle of this. I hope this will be answered clearer in DLC eventually. I know there is a couple of DLCs coming up, so yeah, I'm really excited to continue the journey in those DLCs and eventually do some side missions right before that. That maybe might give some answers, maybe.
I found Dylan attacking the astral plane and the board. What was he hoping to accomplish?
Huh. Since they arrived, Hiss have been corrupting objects of power, which have an inherent link to the astral plane. Maybe their goal was to access the astral plane and the board itself.
That still doesn't tell us why.
His motives are a difficult thing to work out, but I have been digging through confidential files and noticed a strange gap in knowledge regarding the board. Looks like any data on them has either been deleted or was never gathered in the first place.
Then maybe it's time someone looked into that.
Maybe it is.
Okay, so I think this is
Well, I've
where
got a
we
bureau to
end
run. See you soon.
for
Yes, ma'am, Director Faden.
now.
Please, Emily.
We will
Not even as a joke.
return to Control when the DLCs comes out. Then I will also do some more side missions and so on, just as a warm-up for the DLCs. So thanks for watching. This has again been a joyride, and I can't wait until we get to play more Control during those DLCs that is announced to come. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!